he blamed the shaitan for what his brothers did to him. I'm going to say that again. He blamed the shaitan rather than his brothers for what his brothers did to him. مِن بَعْدِ أَن نَزَغَ الشَّيْطَانُ بَيْنِي وَبَيْنَ إِخْوَتِي. After the shaitan came between me and my brothers. This is a very interesting point. And subhanAllah still speaks to the mercy of Yusuf alayhi salam. Right? That Yusuf alayhi salam did not cast the blame on them, but he blames it on the shaitan. Now if you look through the story of Surah Yusuf, you find people actually being self-accountable at the end, right? So the wife of Al-Aziz, for example, what does she say? She said that, وَمَا أُبَرِّئُ نَفْسِي. You know what? I'm not going to absolve myself. إِنَّ النَّفْسَ لَأَمَّارَةٌ بِالسُّوءِ. The self can sometimes command evil, so I'm not going to absolve myself. The brothers of Yusuf, when they speak to Yaqub alayhi salam and when they speak to Yusuf alayhi salam, both times they say, we were from al-khati'in, we made the mistake. You don't see them saying it was a shaitan that told us to do it. Rather, they own up to it at the end, and they say to both Yaqub alayhi salam and to Yusuf alayhi salam, this was us, this one's on us, not the shaitan. But Yusuf alayhi salam says, the shaitan came between me and my brothers. The shaitan came between me and my brothers. SubhanAllah, dear brothers and sisters, in the same juz, Surah Ibrahim, is the speech of shaitan, the speech of Iblis. Okay? Where Iblis speaks to the inhabitants of hellfire. إِنَّ اللَّهَ وَعَدَكُمْ وَعْدَ الْحَقِّ وَوَعَدْتُكُمْ فَأَخْلَفْتُكُمْ وَمَا كَانَ لِي عَلَيْكُمْ مِنْ سُلْطَانٍ إِلَّا أَنْ دَعَوْتُكُمْ فَاسْتَجَبْتُمْ لِي فَلَا تَلُومُونِي وَلُومُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. It's unbelievable. It's in the same juz that Iblis speaks to his followers in the fire and says to them, look, Allah gave you a promise, I gave you a promise, I never had power over you. I called you and you listened to me. Blame yourselves, don't blame me. You have no right on me today. All I did the entire time was I just invited you to commit evil, but you were the ones that committed evil. How do we balance these two things? The ulama of tazkiyah, of spirituality and the purification of the soul teach us something extremely important. As hard as the believer becomes on themselves, as self-accountable as the believer becomes, is as merciful they become with other than themselves. That's why, for example, you see that the Salaf said that, you find multiple quotes from the scholars of the past about the person who makes no excuses for themselves, but they excuse their brothers and sisters. 70 excuses and beyond. And if they can't come up with an excuse, they say maybe he has an excuse or she has an excuse that I don't know. But when I'm dealing with myself, I never blame the shaitan. I look in the mirror and I own it. This is me. I messed up. I made a mistake. But when I'm talking about my brother or I'm talking about my sister, then I absolve them from the sin. SubhanAllah, this is a characteristic we find in the most righteous people that have ever walked the face of the earth, the most righteous generation of this ummah, that as close to Allah as they became, as devout as they became, they never became condescending or judgmental or looked down on the people around them. How easy would it have been for those people, the prophets, the siddiqun, the shuhada, the sahaba, to become so self-righteous that everything they see around them it disgusts them now, right? SubhanAllah, I mean, they have such an eye for their own nafs, for their own self, and in looking at their own faults and examining themselves and interrogating themselves, but when they look to other people with their eye, the eye suddenly obscures all of those faults and it obscures those flaws. Isn't that amazing? As inward looking as they are, they purposefully cover their eye when they look outward. Ya ayn, inna nasa lahum a'yunu. Oh eye, other people have eyes too. Oh tongue, other people have tongues too. Be careful. لسانك لا تذكر به عورة امرئ فكلك عورات وللناس ألسن وعينك إن أبدت إليك معايبا فدعها وقل يا عين للناس أعين. The beautiful saying of Imam Shafi'i rahimahullah, don't let your tongue mention the faults of anyone else, because other people have tongues too. And when your eye falls on the fault of another person, shut your eye, put your eye back inwards, let it look back in the soul and say, oh I, other people have eyes too.